All right. I can't remember who said it, but it takes time to build out these agents, right? It takes time to build out these agents, test these agents, and set them up in such a way that they're actually going to do what we want them to do, right? And generate the results that we're all wanting to generate for our clients. And that's what today is all about. How you guys can 5x the speed of deploying your CloseBot AI agents without having to invest in hiring VAs that don't know quite how to do this yet. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this, right? It's not just a VA task per se. And while that can be a challenge, you guys should be happy that it's a little bit hard because it makes us super valuable. But what if we could speed up that process? What if we could be putting our brains in our strategy that we're building and be able to scale the speed that we are deploying these AI agents, right? And so that's what today it's all about. Before we get started, I know a lot of you are probably in the CloseBot community, and we just want to do a shout out to CloseBot, to Bryce, to Laura, to the whole team over there, because we are so incredibly fortunate to be able to work on this platform. Those of you that have agents deployed, if you are loving CloseBot and seeing the success and the power of CloseBot, please type yes into the chat. We build AI agents for businesses in many different industries. The results we're able to generate with CloseBot are incredible. Look at all these yeses that are coming through. That's awesome. Jonathan, Matt, Alejandro, Charles, Matt, Jonathan, Julio, Manuel, Keith. Guys, thank you. It's true, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing what's taking place with this community. And what we're building today is to give back to this incredible platform and community that's given us so much. We love collaborating. We love learning from other folks in the community. That's why we're hosting these webinars. We're the Real Wave team.
Yep.
And it was because of this closed community that we came together to collaborate. In just a few months, we've been able to have a lot of fun and do amazing things with Real Wave. What Real Wave has done is build a platform to make people like us better, faster, and more effective in building out these agents and being able to sell these agents. The real power here is the scale of being able to sell these agents to other companies to help them generate more revenue. It's built a platform to help accelerate that process. For business owners, you're using this for your own business, or we're going to show you today, it's also going to help you. Guys, we're an AI first agency. Like many of you, we found the power of AI to help our clients was unbelievable. My background is in marketing. I don't know if anyone else's, their background is in marketing or lead generation or revenue generation. It doesn't always work. It's tough out there. Generating leads, putting them into the right funnels, generating results. Some of it isn't on us. It depends on our clients that they have the right offer to be able to do this. With AI, we have 100% success. We take the right clients. If our clients have leads coming in, if our clients have a converting offer, AI 100%, and AI agents that we're going to discuss today, 100% work every single time to help accelerate the process of following up on our leads, turning them into real prospects, qualifying them, engaging them, and booking them to sales. Sometimes we have agents selling all by themselves. And so this is our passion. This is what we do. Not only do we do it for our own clients, but we actually have built a platform so we can all collaborate together. And you're going to get to see it today, where you can get access to some of the agents that we have built on top of the technology we have built and use the tools that we're using in our agency to generate these results and accelerate the success. It's the reason why we're all doing this. As entrepreneurs, when we jumped into this, it wasn't to work 12 hours a day. It was to be able to scale this. And this is exactly what Real Wave does and what we're going to be diving into. It's an incredible honor not only to be here with y'all, but to be here with my brother in arms, Ofer, who I got to meet thanks to CloseBot. Ofer is a giver first. I mean, you don't get to meet people like this every day. And not just a giver, but someone that has the talent to give things that are incredibly valuable. So with that said, Ofer, thank you so much for joining us for this webinar. I'd love for you to introduce yourself to the group for the people that don't know you. I'm sure a lot of them already do.
Hi, everybody. So excited to see you today. A lot of the names here are I already know, so hi again, and nice to meet the ones I don't know yet. My background is computer sciences, graduated a long time ago, and all of my life I've been an entrepreneur in the software industry, most of the time in the business intelligence field. Business intelligence is about converting huge amounts of data into knowledge, into insight, into actionable actions. And for many years, this is what I did for big enterprises. Several years ago, when AI became a thing, I felt excitement again, like I felt when I was 14 or 13 and I got my first PC. First chapter of my career, I felt that and said, hey, we've got to do something with AI. How do we take our knowledge? How do we take the expertise we have in converting business problems and solving business problems with technology? We did it in scale, multi-million dollar projects over years. And with AI, suddenly it felt like we had a magic wand. We have this amazing technology. We have the back end knowledge to connect this magic into real system, real CRMs, real APIs, all the geeky, hardcore stuff that most people just fail on because you don't have the background. We thrive there, and we were able to create the right scalable infrastructure very easy for businesses to adopt and see. And this is how RealWave became to life. After a couple of years doing our own thing, one of my clients needed lead qualification and booking agent and something very specific. I encountered CloseBot. Someone was telling me about them. I said, okay, gotta check it out. I installed CloseBot. Within a week, we had a working agent. It was a real estate company. We created an MLS connector to feed live deals, a bot switcher, and 7 other interfaces into CloseBot. The second week was my onboarding call with Max. I don't know how many of you have been here in the first stages, but he was the main developer and the onboarding back then. And I said, you know what, we already completed the project. I can show you what we've done. And I showed him what we've done. And then a couple of days later, Bryce contacted me and said, who the hell are you? Like my main developer told me he did an onboarding call to you and he felt he's being onboarded. Would you be one of our partners and help us? So this is how I got to know CloseBot. And since then, we've been sharing what we are building with our enterprise clients with the community. And recently, with what we're showing you today, we even made it a very easy and fun product to use to help you get some of the stuff we learned from all those years doing software AI and CloseBot and make it available immediately.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for being with us and for doing what you do. I understand exactly how Bryce felt. I come from the funnel building, lead generation, marketing side of the world. And when I got to meet you, I felt like I got onboarded as well. I feel like I get onboarded every time I meet with you on all the cool stuff we're working on. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Rafa or Rafael Zabala. My friends call me Rafa, and I hope to become friends with y'all. I've been in this world for some time. I'm one of those people that get to do what I love for a living. I wake up every morning excited because I've gotten to ride the wave of the internet for the last 25 years. I've earned my grays. I had hair when I started internet marketing, if that says anything. In that time period, we've been able to do some really amazing things. Grew up in the ClickFunnels community, for those of you guys that know that community, in that platform. And in there, we won our $1 million award, our $10 million award for funnels that we've built for ourselves and for my partner companies. A friend of mine back in 2018 says, Rafa, you got to check out GoHighLevel or GoHighLevel. You got to check this out because you have the ability to not only have the funnels, but imagine being able to manage full sales teams, CRMs, pipelines, marketing automation. And we dove in 100%. In that time period, I've booked over 120,000 appointments using automations, copy and direct response. In the last couple of years, AI has been an absolute game changer for us. This is me and my wife, Chelsea. It's not fair for me to talk about these results without mentioning her because I'm one of those lucky guys that gets to work with my wife and we collaborate together. She's my right hand on everything that we do. We're going to be celebrating our 25th anniversary together. So she hasn't gotten bored with me, which is a thing. In all of this success and all of this work that we've been doing together, we all know it's not that easy at the end of the day. There's a lot of work that goes into this, and we're all looking to streamline our processes. As Ofer mentioned just a moment ago, I had this huge aha moment a couple of years back, and it introduced me to CloseBot, and I was able to do things that I could have only dreamed about. At the end of the day, I was able to do them relatively quickly. We were building sophisticated AI agents to follow up on our prospects and our clients and being able to build stuff out in days, including all of our automations, follow-ups, and connections and testing. But when we needed to recreate it or had another use case for it, the ability to build quickly and scale was difficult. It does take time. While it only takes so much time when you're in the platforms, there's a lot of time taken in planning, connecting with our clients, understanding what their needs are, and how do we translate that quickly into AI agents. The problem was that we were new to this, like a lot of you are as well. There wasn't standard maps on how to build best-in-class AI agents. There wasn't a reusable pattern that we could use. We could duplicate agents here and there, but duplicating only helps so much because you still have to redo the prompts, the personas, the objective prompts, the knowledge base that you're feeding these AI agents with. Even when we had use cases that were very similar, and you would think, oh, we can use that AI agent for this. There were still little subtle and important, very important, especially for our clients, tone shifts, logic shifts, hook shift, how our AI agents are hooking these people into these conversations and pre-framing them for the sales process that we're driving them to. And at the end of the day, all of this added up to time. Even if it can only take me a couple of days, it might take me a week to get to it, right? Because I have to be the one to start the process before I can pass it on to a VA or someone else. Does anyone else feel like that? If you do, just type in a 1 for me in here. I'd love to know if this experience is common, right? As entrepreneurs, we're in charge of so many other things. We had to find a different way. At the end of the day, we needed to find a system that streamlined the process for how many different versions, from snapshots to documents to custom GPTs. And by the way, all these things helped, but it was very gradual help. And at the end of the day, this process was still super laborious to be able to build out all of this, the prompts with the subtle tone and logic changes that are necessary for each one of these clients, right? Justin says, I'm having a very hard time learning how to delegate to team members. I feel you, brother. I've been doing this for 2 years and that has been a struggle. It has been a struggle for me as well. These are common problems that we're all having, right? So just a really quick story. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been in one of these situations, right? You sell a new agent, you charge good money for it on the front end because you should. I hope everyone's charging good money to do that work. And you're thinking about, okay, this is what I need to do. This is very close to something I've done already before. And you tell them, it's like, we usually take 30 days to fully deliver an agent, but I think I could have this done for you in the next 10 days because it's very close to something else that I've already built.
Absolutely.
I could have done it in 10 days. I totally intended to doing it on 10 days, but life happened, right? I don't remember exactly what happened at that time, but I had to visit my mom. I had to take a quick yacht to Richmond and go visit my mom, and I felt completely behind. And here I am 24 hours before. One of my core values is my word is my bond. And here I am 24 hours before to deliver this agent, and I am not ready yet. So it did have a happy ending because just like probably a lot of you, I stayed up that night and did everything I needed to do to get it done. It was painful. It took me longer. I made mistakes that I shouldn't have made because I was rushing, but I made it. We did finish cleaning this up and launching. The clients were really happy. But inside, I promised myself, never again. Somehow we have to fix this process, right? If I want to scale, which is what I want to do, if I want to scale and be able to launch multiple agents a month with a solution for that, I want to be humble and say that I didn't come up with a solution. The universe put me in the path of Ofer RealWave. And I found someone to collaborate with to build this solution. This is how Ofer, Boas, and the team came together to build the first ever full Copilot to build CloseBot agents so that people like myself, so that Rafa doesn't have to be losing any. We're providing AI solutions for other people. Sometimes we don't use AI effectively for ourselves. This was our commitment to ourselves. We built this for our processes, for our workflows. Then we said, what would happen if we shared this with the rest of the RealWave community, with the rest of the CloseBot community, right? And that's what tonight's all about, right? So listen, I wanted to give you guys a pre-frame on how we got here because I think it's very similar to what some of you are experiencing that are deploying AI agents, right? So you can appreciate what we're going to see now. Without any further ado, I want to let Ofer actually just run us through the Copilot. You ready to show us, brother?
I was born ready with Copilot.
For you guys that are putting in the questions, thank you so much. I'm going to be paying attention to these questions, and we're going to have an open Q&A, but we're going to let her have a little fun with the demo, showing us what he has.
All right, what I'm showing you is the RealWave Pro Agent Suite, or realwave.com. This app that allows you to do all the cool things I'm going to show you. You can go to realwave.com and sign up. There's a free preview account and you can do it right away. And after you sign up, you can go to your settings page, and this is where you connect your CloseBot account. You have your API key, click connect, put your CloseBot account, and this is how it can control and do all the cool stuff.
Thank you for starting here on this page. It's important for everyone to know how easy it is and where to start when you jump into RealWave. This connects into your different important platforms to automatically deploy, connect, and make changes. This is directly connected into your accounts.
Exactly. So it's the real thing. And to give you a little overview, we designed this platform for ourselves. I'm showing you my system, what I built for myself. Rafa mentioned his aha moment when he figured out that we have to deliver, but we don't have the time. Our story was very similar. It was around the time where CloseBot was V2 came to life. And we as partners, we got early access to the platform so we can help the CloseBot clients migrate from V1 to V2 and be ready for that. We were getting ready to almost a dozen different conversions for our clients, complex conversion with a lot of GHL workflows that we knew had to come over a very short amount of time. And we had our release plan for the marketplace and agent library, and we needed to provide a lot of high quality agents for the community. Imagine having to create all those agents on a new platform. Vito was not even released. So everything was slow and cumbersome. How much time it took back then to build an agent, you can't even imagine. We bumped into a bug every day and help provide feedback. It was a very, very painful project.
What a problem.
So this is where the idea came to life that we need better systems for ourselves and for our clients. And we saw how advanced V2 is. The most amazing thing is that CloseBot V2 for the first time supported an API, which allows us to connect to CloseBot and provide your key and for us to do all these amazing things. So CloseBot was designed in a way to allow that. The issue is that it has almost 200 API endpoints, and creating something around them took a long time, but it was worth it. What I'm going to show you today is how it became to life. So basically, the Pro Agent started as an agent library for us, a way to document all of the projects that we're doing. We built a roofing repair and replacement project. We have a lot of amazing builds, each one of them, a real client ordered them, made money, enjoy them, and now we're sharing them. And the challenge was, how do we take those and allow other agencies to easily reuse them? The concept of the CloseBot Snapshot are available here. Every snapshot contains workflows and personas. You can select the CloseBot snapshots you want and deploy them to your CloseBot account. It will take the flow, the persona, it will link them, it will connect them to your OpenAI preference. It's really doing the work behind the scenes. And now when I go to CloseBot, click refresh, I should see Solar database reactivation, December 10th. That's the one I just deployed. It's not published by default, so it doesn't take over anything, but it's there. I have a starting workflow to start with, right? In addition to provide a snapshot, we provide, of course, the GHL snapshot, and there are full instructions here. This helped us at the first stage to deploy those solutions to our clients. Instead of installing, copying, importing, and exporting, we have one central control panel. We can control what goes in each one of those snapshots, and they provide everything that's needed to the client. And when we deploy it, customize it for their account. And that's a really easy way to start your workflow, because many of these agents are the same. For example, calendar booking, the classic lead qualification. There are 3 different ways to do that. One is a simple booking, one is by product, and one is dynamic. You get all 3 workflows here as templates, deploy them, and you can then change. Then when I said changing them, I assumed you know how to change them, that you know how to go to CloseBot and start going over all the details and change them. It may be simple, right? But it takes time, and changing, there are 2 types of things you need to change. One is the workflow, like is it exactly the customer journey that you want your client to have? And the other is the actual details. If it's a solar database reactivation, I'm going to go to the job information. It's a solar company. They have all their details here. It's a lot of little things that you need to do. Changing and adapting also takes time. The first thing we created to do that was to do the agent checkup. Agent checkup is like first sanity check. Let's see that the workflow makes sense. Let's see that I understand what it does. Let's see that there are no really weird issues with this workflow. So I can go to my agent checkup, and this is connected live to my CloseBot agent list. This is the DBR database reactivation. Yeah, that's the one. Click Analyze. And what the system does now, it connects to CloseBot, reads everything about this workflow, analyzes it, analyzes the persona, analyzes the connection, the source, and it comes back to us with a summary. So we know that the AI agent actually understood what it's looking at and got it right. It's set up to re-engage past leads for solar business, but it yet not fully configured. There are currently no sources, channels, or personas attached, and no steps or objectives have been defined. You deploy a new CloseBot, but you need to map it to your GoHighLevel. What our agent does is go over the issues that you need to fix to launch it. For example, the capture referral info has no output variable configured. We'll link them to your CRM. At this moment, we don't know how you want to save them in your CRM system. Maybe you have your own setup, right? Maybe you want to create that other set of fields. But in upcoming versions, we're also going to add GoHighLevel CoPilot support. Our agent will be able to go to your sub account, see the custom fields you have, and give suggestions on how to save those custom fields for you. For example, statement node asks questions, but is using move on equals true. This is a configuration issue. This is a question that is not waiting for the user to respond. This is a bug that I need to fix. Sometimes people send us reports that are not perfect. Sometimes it worked for them, but it doesn't work for us. So just a good way to see what's wrong.
This is so important because if you want to be able to scale, Ofer, and have other, not just you, this is important to check your own work. What about checking other people's work, right? Your employees' work, your VA's work, your partners' work, your agency's work. Some of you might have an agency that's helping you.
Mhm.
You can use this to make sure that what they're doing for you is right.
Yeah, absolutely. We created this for this reason. So you can email them, hey guys, here's the list of issues I found. Can you please take care?
Amazing.
It's not only about the data quality and the configuration, the workflow efficiency, although these are the most important ones, there's also business value. For example, you're tagging, but there are no follow-up procedures set up. How many of us forget to do that or do it as an afterthought? You create your amazing agent, you sell it, and then you forget to follow up with people, and your conversion rates are just not as good as you want them. So this is like sanity check. It looks at the report and tell you what's wrong with it and what you could improve. I'm only interested in the technical stuff or marketing stuff, or how do I make the conversion better. This was the first version of the Copilot. You see a little chatty here. And this Copilot is a mini Copilot that is aware of your bot, of your workflow.
Almost like the Copilot before the Copilot.
The first one we had, we left it here for sentimental reasons, but it's going to go into the main one soon. What does this workflow do? The workflow takes all solar leads, figures out who's interested now, who isn't, who already has solar, who can refer friends, and who should never be contacted again, tags them accordingly.
Imagine, Ofer, if you're an agency working with someone that already has a CloseBot account and be able to jump in and not only do the checkup like you just showed, but then have a conversation to figure out what was built already, but to see what was working, not working. Like we like to call the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all right here. It looks at it for you.
Exactly. What are the two best next things I can do? Start actually booking the call into a calendar, not just best time. So there is no calendar booking. It's just asking them for a time and getting back to them. And the second suggestion is to strengthen the opt out, no, don't bug me. It was pretty naive on what happens when people ask to be left out, and it suggests a better follow-up structure for this. So basically, you have the marketing expert, the follow-up expert, and the real wave experience. Like everything we've done is here, and you have them available to consult, right? They are aware of what you want to achieve, and they're just able to discuss anything about this report. The agent checkup is about checking and optimizing. But now let's say, okay, I checked and optimized, but now it's time to actually launch it to a client. So the agent library, we did Solar, I think, right? Solar database reactivation. Now, when I get a call from a client, he wants to do roofing database reactivation, right? Different questions, different company details, and I have a presentation today or tomorrow. It's a big workflow, right? So let's see how we can use Copilot and this new technology to help me with.
As you're bringing up the true Copilot, a proto Copilot is still super helpful, right? To be able to generate that. Imagine explaining it better to your clients, to your customers. Proto Copilot, please explain this to me and put it into email formats so I can share it with my team or clients so that they know exactly what's going on. I mean, there's so many different ways to use this technology to streamline the processes that are essential to making this work. It's not just AI agents, it's also the humans being touched by these AI agents.
Yeah, absolutely. Just make it more accessible. So inside our utilities, we've got a lot of cool stuff that we should cover maybe in another webcast. Let's go to CloseBot CoPilot at the moment. And
yeah, let's show them the new stuff.
With my workflow, we just deployed this database reactivation. I want to change it. So instead of solar DBR, it's roofing DBR. Can you take a look and tell me what the next steps should be? This is a clean flow already. Right now, the workflow is 100% solar focused. Intro, solve from solar savings, right? It's all those little things like the agent introduction. Hi, it's all from solar saving. And it's all those little things like in the business settings when we have the job information. So basically it figures it out and gives us an overview on what needs to be changed in order to change it, including GHL tags, etc. To turn this into a roofing DBR, we need to touch three main layers. One, strategy, what should change versus stay the same? Intent, interest levels, are we keeping it the same or are we changing stuff? Keep most, but just change solar with roofing, or do we want to change the workflow? Update messages, like there are tons of messages that needs to be updated. All of these little tiny places that you have to just hope you covered all of them.
This is what I take hours trying to put into a Loom video to share with my team, right? I have to brain dump. I'm going to miss something.
took so many cycles. And with time, the agents change per client. So you think you have it documented, but they added some stuff and you keep forgetting it. Some things are in the knowledge base, some are in the business information, some are in the persona, some things are in the nodes, some things are in the variables. You have to literally feel and breathe CloseBot 100% to be aware of where everything is. Luckily, the AI can do that really easily. It enjoys looking at 100-page PDF and giving you an answer in 2 seconds. You have to update the AI logic, right? For example, it has interested in solar, not interested. So not only that, you have to go and change the switches one by one. Do you want to keep the change? I just read this and I already feel tired from the idea of having to do such a project. I would quote it in several hours work easily.
Several hours.
Without
And by the
even
way, you're
testing.
not the only one. I feel tired. I'm sure the other folks on this call feel tired. You know how much work this is, right? Just to get this document would have taken me hours. But do we have to build it all ourselves now that we have all this information?
I hope not. There's the business information, and then there's some recommendations. If you like, I can actually apply the changes for you. Update all the statement text, update the AI switches, update the business information, update the tag names. To move forward, it always gives you 2 options. The I don't want to think about it mode. One of the reasons we created this is since we had to create a lot of personas for our library, had to create like 50 personas, all top notch. So we created a really nifty persona builder. Let's start with building the perfect persona for our roofing sales agent. They are called monkey roofers. So let's build a proper avatar and persona and link it to this workflow.
Did you say link it to this workflow?
Connect it for me so I don't have to do anything.
There's some people that have been asking. They're like, what? This is going to do what? Let's see.
Starting with persona first, I've created and linked a new persona to this workflow. Monkey Roofers Closer, Senior Roofing Sales. You see this little thing here? It shows me that it created the persona and linked it.
So it created the persona in CloseBot and it linked it.
Now I'm refreshing CloseBot. If it worked properly, I should see it. I can see its Monkey Roofer personas.
So it created Mr. Monkey Roofers.
Yeah, and it expert roofing sales advisor for monkey roofers, specializing in re-engaging old leads. It's created the whole thing, and all the best practices are here. Clearly expected. The persona is top notch. Now, I don't like those empty images, so I'll ask my CoPilot, can you create an image avatar for the persona and link it? So now everybody's using Nano Banana. We incorporated it into our persona builder. So you can also play a little bit with those tools, and it knows how to generate avatar images. So we generated monkey roofers and linked it. Let's see, indeed worked. Refreshing the page. Hey, monkey roofers. Let's see. Monkey roofers.
Look at, I listen, I'm loving the logo. This is so freaking cute.
Now that we have the monkeys and the persona.
So we just created a freaking new persona, all of those steps from just one line of requests. It deployed it inside of CloseBot, connected it to our CloseBot agent. Wow, let's keep going.
All right, now let's fix the business description. It's just a demo. The people are waiting. Make something up and update it. Make it funny so they believe me. It's live. This is still RealWave Solar, right? When our agent is done, business info is updated. Let's refresh. Monkey roofers, slightly too obsessed roofing crew that believes every good story starts with a solid roof and a bad leak. I didn't provide any information about my business, so I asked you to make it up.
This is an important point, right? We are flying through the demo. You can see it in action. Someone just asked, hold on, is this the best recommendation? We built this on best practices, not just Bryce's best practices, but from what Ofer and I have been doing out in the field and how we've been building and what we've been finding generates the best results. With that said, it's still an AI agent. You have to review, right? But all of this work is getting done for you. So, for example, because we're moving through this, Ofer just showed us that the city was missing, right? That's something you could pull up. The Copilot, as you find it, you can make the changes quickly inside of this system.
So now let's take this one final example. Each one of these is a fun story. Let's start with updating the first nodes with the right text. Next, let's update the first 2 or 3 nodes with their roofing texts as suggested. You see, running 3 tools. They're updating the 3 nodes. It just started with 3. So it updated out of call flow messages. It selected a few and updated them. We can go over step by step. I never recommend asking the AI to give it do all of it, because you want to do it, 2 or 3 every time. Make sure it's according to your taste.
100%.
We also restricted the maximum sequence for the AI for like 5 to 10 actions to make people think in bunches. From our experience, if you let it go too far, it will stray away. You have to keep it tight. Maybe in the future it will be more automatic, but now I think it's best for everybody because it keeps everybody honest. The AI can do it successfully and you have control over the way it progresses. So here, let's see, did it actually change what I wanted it to change? Let's say we went through the whole process, we changed everything. You see, it's changed the agent introduction. This is your roofing team at Monkey. So it starts going one by one and making the update. It's very thorough. So I'm going to save it. Where's my save? Save, publish. But now I want to launch it, right? I need to connect it to my GoHighLevel account and link it. How do I do that? Our Copilot can help you with your CloseBot sources. Sources are the connections to your CRM system. And I have this CloseBot V2 sub-account in GHL that I'm demoing all the CloseBot stuff on. Is anything connected to my CloseBot V2 sub-account through live chat? I'm asking because I want to see if it works through live chat, and I have a nice live chat screen here. And I want to see what CloseBot agents are connected to it at the moment. Short answer, no. Your monkey is not connected to any live chat or source yet. Is anything else connected to this CloseBot V2 source on live chat? It answered me that mine is not connected, but I want to make sure that nothing is. For CloseBot V2, all of these workflows are connected and some are GMB, but none are live chat. Live chat. I've connected to your source over live chat.
Oh, I feel like I'm watching voodoo happening right now. This is not possible. All of us that are working in this, a lot of us have been doing this for some time. Some of us are API developers and connectors and stuff like that. I still can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
It's pretty amazing. The ability to, it's your perfect VA. It doesn't know how to do everything, but the thing it knows how to do, it does immediately and perfectly. We're exposing this as an API as well. So imagine connecting it to GoHighLevel to your phone number and setting up stuff from the go. This should be really nice. This is leap of faith, guys. Hello. I don't know what's going to happen because the workflow is half baked. We just changed some stuff, but I really just want to see. There you go. So it's working, right?
Are you telling me that the agent we just built automatically jumped in and connected all this stuff, and now we have a roofing AI agent ready to go?
Oh, yeah. Change it with your roof. It was solar and now it's roofing.
This is amazing.
So we took the solar DVR that someone worked a year to build and we migrated it to be roofing, half migrated it or third migrated because I didn't do all the work, and we launched it. This is just launching it technically. But now it's time to let the world and our clients know about what it can do. So what if we go to our marketing tab and go to our marketing content creator?
Solar O2.
So I want to rename it to Roofing DBR Ultra. Okay, now when I'm back to my window and go to my Agent Checkup, Roofing DBR Ultra, that's the new one we created. So now this will help me take it to the next step. The next step is wrapping this agent in the marketing or project collateral needed to document it, to send it to my client, to market it to other clients. So it starts by analyzing what it does, re-engaging monkey roofers, great. It will ask me some questions regarding the perfect target audience so it can really crystallize the pain points.
Okay, so we just went from planning the agent, deploying the agent without touching any of the platforms, and now we're jumping into generating the marketing collateral.
Yes, that's how we do it in RealWave. It's my system.
This is what everyone else could be having access to.
Yes, nobody will get the admin part, that's mine, but all the rest. It's taking some time because it's actually crawling. It's trying to do market sizing estimate to figure out which are the bigger clients, which are, just give you a view of how big your audience is. So it does take almost a minute, but worth it.
Quick question here. Can RealWave build the whole AI agent from scratch? Just because right now you're asking him to modify it, but I guess there's a way to maybe build it from scratch as you talk to it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Let's create a new workflow from scratch. I highly recommend not to give it, hey, this is everything I want, please do it. This will not work. Work with it step by step and it will build it with you. Pick what this workflow is for. Is it roofing receptionist as before? Is it a generic booking bot for med spas?
I love all the options it gave us, bro. And the nurture and QA bot, that's probably an agent that we often need to build. That's kind of a side thought. The second agent that we want to spend time creating, right?
Yeah, so as you see, it created a new workflow and now it's starting to work with you on the plan. What's the source? What's the intent fleet? What's the booking path? Let's make it simple. Call it our ultra super AI. For now, add first name, last name, type of hair, and that's it. So let's see what it does. Update workflow, add workflow node, another workflow node. It's basically now adding those tiny objectives, linking them, creating the arcs. And now we should have Ultra Super AI Med Spa Bot. It's not connected, of course, because we didn't connect it to a source. But if we go now back to CloseBot, go to agents, we should have a CoPilot folder here. We have the Ultra Super AI Med Spa Bot. And it's doing an intro and selecting for first name, last name, and hair type.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Alejandro. That's freaking amazing. For those of you already building agents or have a version of an agent, you just need to make a tweak to it. That's how I like to use it the most because I love building from what I know is successful and works. I can do both.
All right, let's do our Uber.
Well, we can also do another webinar for everybody on the marketing agent as well,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
today's about
absolutely.
Copilot. But the live demo gods, they are an ornery bunch.
Hey, you know what? We're using so many different technologies behind the scenes, AI and OpenAI and Microsoft and AWS. I'll show you the end result. I always have a backup. These are my API generated materials. It just creates the landing pages, marketing pages. This is created all automatically, integrated through the Pro Agent Suite. It just prepares all the materials you need for the agent, including outreach messages, websites, objection handling, cold call scripts. It will just accelerate the process of wrapping it and creating all the materials.
This is incredible. And the truth is that we can spend a whole hour on the marketing content agent because we have it connected to Gamma. We have it connected to all of the latest technology to generate marketing copy, presentations, VSLs, phone call scripts, ad copy. There's so much to it. But Ofer, we should finish giving the folks what they came for
Okay,
in
okay,
what they
okay.
need, right? Because the whole purpose of today is to be able to speed up the process of launching your AI agents. How many of you guys that are on with us, if you're still with us, thank you so much. Type in a one if you see how this can absolutely speed up your process to be able to launch AI agents, audit the AI agents, be able to recreate AI agents, right? Thank you guys.
Mm.
We're seeing the light, my friend. We are seeing the light. So show us the process, what we have for everyone today.
So we're good with the demo. Just to summarize, you still have to know what you're doing. You need to know what your agent should do, but we assume this is the easier part. You know what your clients want, you know their pain points. It's just about the churn and the busy work, getting them to work. And again, it's not replaces you, it makes it so much quicker and easier. You can reuse what you have, duplicate and change. You can create a library of examples. Fewer last minute fire drills before launches. It's easier to find all the issues. Sometimes we launch the agents an hour after we sign the deal. We have all the requirements. We work with the Copilot, it's done.
We do have to wait sometimes. For all of the positive feedback for today, I want to thank you all. This is really incredible. And I imagine most of these folks, what they're thinking about is like, oh my God, how much more money can I make with this? Oh my God, how many problems can I fix tonight? Tonight, you can be fixing your problems, your agents, auditing, all of that stuff. This is incredible work that you've done. Boaz, who's also on the phone call, has been essential in making all this happen. He's the quiet genius in the back as well. John says, can I take a selling agent and customize it for DBR or for any industry? Absolutely. This is exactly what we showed you today. We showed it in a couple of different creative ways. We grabbed an agent for a completely different industry and turned it into something else. We showed how you can do it from scratch. The most beautiful thing with AI is that it's our imagination. All that RealWave is doing is give us a way to make this easier to put it out there. And for that, we are incredibly grateful. All right, do you want to close this out? What words do you have for everyone that's joined us tonight?
Guys, I'm excited to finally be able to share my secrets with the community. This is what helped us succeed. The ability to do things quickly, efficiently, and focus our time and effort in selling and creating value proposition and not with changing prompts and copying and pasting. Scalability was important for us. I can't be selling this concept to my clients and then hiring VAs to copy and paste text. It doesn't make sense. We're fixing what should have been fixed before.
Beautiful, brother. And thank you so much. Manuel, thank you for the kind words. When you get to do what you love and you get to do it with amazing people, I can't help it. People are like, Rafa, are you really that happy of a person? And the truth is that I am because of the connection, the people, and the stuff that we're able to create and the impact we're able to have in people's lives. Like we are wizards for other folks. What we're able to do with AI agents can completely transform a business from the inside out. I don't take that lightly. I think that's an awesome power. And with awesome power comes awesome responsibility. I think that we all get to become better versions of ourselves. Iron sharpens iron. Right? Good job. Thank you, everyone. I hope you loved what you got to see today. You are the first to see it.
Thank you, everybody. Great seeing you again. See you soon.
See you, everyone. Gracias.